Senate Ways and Means Committee today passed a measure to raise the general excise tax by 0.5% to help pay for education. The bill now heads to the full Senate for a vote next Tuesday. Senator Brian Taniguchi introduced the bill. He says the increase could generate up to $350 million. At least $200 million of that would be earmarked for public schools, $50 million for higher education. So what's the impact of a 0.5% GET increase? Let's send things over to Gina.
Thanks, Bridget. Well, joining me now is Joe Kent, Executive Vice President of the Grassroots Institute of Hawaii. And you folks are always keeping an eye on things like this, taxes and other things that'll impact cost of living for everyone in Hawaii. What's your take on this bill? How would this tax increase impact all of the people of Hawaii?
Well, it would raise the cost of living. I mean, Hawaii already has among the highest cost of living in the nation, and now this would make that even higher. I mean, this is a tax on groceries, on doctor bills, on child care services, on everything, all goods and services. So everyone would experience this tax increase, but especially those at the lowest rung of the ladder.
Well, they tell us, in these hearings that it's only a 0.5%. It's only a half more percent. We saw that tacked on for rail. Some other neighbor island counties are seeing their 0.25%, 0.5%, what have you.
That's right.
It's just a 0.5%. How does that trickle down when you're buying milk, a loaf of bread, gallon of gas?
Right, well, that 0.5% means a lot of money to a lot of people, especially those families who are low income. If you look at the bottom 20% of income earners in the state, the tax actually already affects about 10% of their money. So it's a big grab from their wallet, and now we're going to raise that to what, 11%, 12%? I mean, this is really going to increase the cost of living, just like it did with the rail tax. That was also a 0.5% general excise tax surcharge.
And that can be estimated to add as much as several $1,000s a year per family, depending on how much your family spends.
Right. That's right.
Now, nothing dodges the general excise tax, is that right? We pay it on groceries, medications.
It hits everything, and it's a little cut here and a little cut there, and then pretty soon it's death by 1,000 cuts, and that's why so many folks are leaving the state. The cost of living is too high, and this tax would only make it higher even for teachers themselves and their students and families.
But schools need help. How can you deny schools, a teacher, a classroom, any extra resources if we could do it together?
Right. Well, I was a public school teacher for many years, and it's hard to make it as a public school teacher. So the tax, first of all, would raise the cost of living even for teachers. But if you talk about schools, there's a lot of money spent at schools, and we should raise questions about where that money is going. I mean, we spend about $14,000 per pupil in the state, which is among the highest per pupil spending. That's about $3 billion if you add in fringe benefits and everything else. That's a big chunk of change. Where's the money going? And maybe we should ask that question first before we jump to tax increases.
If the answer is not then more money through any kind of tax increase, and we just saw the property tax increase proposal that was defeated very recently for the same purpose, if it's not done through money, what is a solution that can go directly to helping our students and our teachers, front lines in the classroom?
Well, ask any teacher what the biggest cost item is in Hawaii, and it's the housing cost. And it's not just teachers, everyone's paying some of the highest housing costs in the nation. And that's because we have some of the highest housing regulations in the nation. We build on only about 5% of the land, and the rest is all preserved for open space, which is good. But at some point we have to ask, should we loosen some of these housing regulations and so we can build more houses for teachers and everyone else, and that would bring down the cost of living.
Thank you very much for your thoughts on that, and we'll continue to keep you informed as this bill on a 0.5% excise tax increase to go to schools makes its way through the system down at the Capitol. Bridget, back to you.